In this video, we're going to look at vector subtraction. This will be our last example of a vector operation, which can be represented graphically without explicit calculation. Let's suppose we have these two vectors here, vector B and vector A, and we would like to find the difference, vector B minus vector A. How can we do this? Well, what we can do is we can rewrite vector B minus vector A as a sum vector B plus the minus of vector A. Okay. So how are we going to calculate vector B plus the minus of vector A? Well, remember that we know how to construct the minus of vector A. The minus of vector A, or minus vector A, has the exact same length as vector A, but it points in the exact opposite direction. So if this here is vector A, then this here would be vector minus A. Okay. Now we want to go about computing vector B plus vector minus A, and this is just going to be a standard vector addition, as we learned about in the previous video. So to get started here, I want to have some clean space to do this. So I'm going to just take vector B and copy it down here. Okay, now we want to do tip to tail addition of vector B with vector minus A. And remember that to do this, we think about clicking and dragging on vector minus A as if it were the icon, or as if it were an icon on a laptop screen. So click and drag on vector minus A, click, drag, and I'm going to place vector minus A so that the tail of vector A touches the tip of vector B. Just like that. I'm going to move my B vector label over to here. Okay, so notice the tip to tail connection right here. Right? That tip to tail connection is a sign that two vectors are being added together. All right, how then do I construct the sum vector B plus vector minus A? As we saw in the previous video, I go from the tail of the first vector to the tip of the second vector. Okay, so that red vector there, that is my vector sum. That would be vector B plus vector minus A. Or we can say instead that this is vector B minus vector A. Okay. Let's go to a second example so that you can try this on your own. I'm going to draw two vectors here. Two different vectors, B and A. Let's say that in this second example, vector B looks like so, and vector A like so. Okay, now pause the video and see if you can construct on your own vector B minus vector A. Okay, and when you think you can have it, you can continue the video. Okay, so we're going to do this together now. As before, we're going to say that vector B minus vector A equals vector B plus the negative of vector A. So we can construct the negative of vector A. Basically, we have a vector equally long to A, but flipped around. That's negative vector A. Okay, so now we click and drag. So imagine you just grab onto vector minus A, and you're going to drag vector minus A over so that the tail of vector A touches the tip of vector B. When we do this, we do not change the length or direction. We just place it elsewhere. Okay, so I'm copying the length and the direction. Okay, so here I have vector minus A. I'm going to put that label over here to get it out of the way. Okay, so now I want to construct vector B plus vector minus A. We go from the tail of B to the tip of minus A. Okay, so that red vector there would be vector B plus vector minus A, or equivalently, that is equal to vector B minus vector A.